This issue continues the horror film, released in 2023, today's horror movie, The Last Voyage of Demeter. The story takes place in 1897. A known employer leases sailboats from Russia, shipping goods from Romania to the UK. Abnormal weighing of goods. Each one is engraved with a strange pattern, and the locals were horrified to see this. The first mate recruiting the crew was not impressed. The ship departed on July 6. It is expected to arrive in the UK on August 6. There are 10 members in total: a captain, a first mate, ordinary chef, Clemens graduated from Cambridge University, and the captain's grandson, Toby. Finally, there are 6 crew members. When they were ready to set sail, the captain took an oath: as long as he finished this vote, he will wash his hands in gold. The 7th day of the ship's departure, they were caught in a storm. The monster woke up from hunger. The depths of the ship are restless. The doctor thought it was because of the shock of the storm. Then he heard the cargo hold swim. Hold the lamp at the entrance to check. Found a box overturned due to a bumpy boat. It's filled with dirt. The doctor noticed something buried in the dirt. It turned out to be a woman. The crew thinks it's a stowaway, but the woman's situation is urgent. The doctor rushed to perform first aid to save a woman's life from danger, but don't know the same time. The monster has crawled out of the coffin. The doctor and a crew member were on duty. They saw a strange figure appear on the deck, but turned around and disappeared. Unaware that Dracula had appeared in the cargo hold, the livestock on the ship were murdered. Not even Toby's beloved dog. All sucked blood by monsters. They saw a strange scene in front of them. Although I think something is wrong, but they all thought it was a dog rabies attack. Just in case, they threw the body into the sea. As for the doctor, rescued woman doctor wants boat to dock at next stop. Take the woman to the hospital, but the doctor rejected the suggestion, because if the ship can't arrive on time, they will lose huge rewards. Doctors can only try their best to save. The 10th day of sailing at sea. After this series of bizarre encounters, the crew is terrified. Chefs are particularly enthusiastic about this, because since it happened, he never heard the mouse again. Everything is getting winder. At night, the crew on duty saw a hole in the deck. Then there was movement from the corner of the bow. Walk over to check. A creepy creature lies in the corner. The crew also thought the monster looked really unique, was about to give him a knife. Unexpectedly, the monster suddenly attacked. The crew was hooked onto the aorta, struggling to take up the knife and resist, but was directly caught by the monster. The blood spill is sucked by monsters. The doctor, who couldn't sleep, wanted to come to the deck to get some air. See the blood on the deck of the river. He quickly woke up the others, and the monster has dragged the corpse into the darkness, gnawed, until dawn the next day. People saw holes in the deck. They don't know how the crew went missing. They thought they had accidentally fallen off the boat. The captain sent men to inspect the ship. Nothing was found. Just when people are confused, the woman who was rescued by the doctor finally woke up. With a look of horror, let everyone get off the boat quickly. Otherwise everyone will die. People don't know why. Woman named Ara. She told the doctor, their village has always had a legend. A demon named Dracula ruled them. Dracula lives in an ancient castle. Come out every night. Predator. Then people couldn't take it. She gave Anna to Dracula as food. The scar on Anna's shoulder shows that these words are not false, but doctors only believe in science. He doesn't believe in so-called ghosts and gods. It's midnight again. The ship encountered heavy rain again. It's time for Dracula's meal. He emerged from the deck, attacked a crew member while being witnessed. This Dracula can't be too ugly. Scared another crew member. Climb up the mast quickly. Attempt to escape. Dracula is in hot pursuit. When others notice something is wrong, the crew has been seriously injured by Dracula, behaving very manically. Everyone rushed to give first aid to the injured crew. The time is July 24th, the 18th day of the ship's voyage. Everyone in the captain's box has a gun. The crowd is on duty and inspect the ship again. But I just didn't check the wooden box. Perfectly avoid the correct answer. When the sun sets, when the crowd gathered together on the deck to watch, Dracula is also at work. The crew member who had been bitten earlier began to struggle. He has been infected by Dracula, struggling to break free from the ropes. Trying to grab Toby left in the room. Toby hurried into the captain's cabin. Unexpectedly, the infected crew members ignored it. Just knock the door open a gap. Then I want to open the door. Fortunately, Toby sounded the alarm in time, alerted the others on duty on the deck, and they came. The Joint Force uniform infected the crew, then let Toby open the door. But now Toby doesn't dare to move, because he saw Dracula's figure. People outside the door want to open the door, and they saw Dracula in the room. Now Dracula climbs over Toby's head, pick him up, bite Toby mercilessly. When they enter the room, Dracula has disappeared. Only Toby fell to the ground. He's about to lose his vital signs. They gave first aid to Toby, but it can only be relieved for a while. Others tied the infected crew to the deck as the sun rises. Finally, the first mate took a shot to end his suffering, People who saw this scene were terrified, want to run away, but ships sail on the sea. There is no escape at all. Anna told the doctor at this moment, their country is on the verge of destruction. Dracula sets his sights on England. Once the ship arrives in the UK, more people will be murdered by Dracula. Now, only find a way to solve Dracula. The doctor and Anna made a plan. They're going to find out where Dracula is hiding. To people ready to go. Finally in the cargo hold. Open the wooden boxes one by one. Finally found a place for Dracula. But there is no sign of Dracula. All I saw was a cane. The chef on the other side stunned the crew. Drop the lifeboat. Prepare to stay away from this place of right and wrong, yet not far away. Lifeboat surrounded by fog, and Dracula's whispers came around. Then Dracula descended on the bow. Damn, Dracula actually grew wings at this time. The chef died like this. When everyone finds out, only see lifeboats, no chef in sight. They were terrified until dawn. The crowd is ready to send Toby's body into the sea. The captain was reluctant to part with his dead grandson. He wants to see his grandson again. Toby has been kicked out by Dracula, almost took the captain. Fortunately, everyone came to the rescue in time, so that the captain didn't get burned. Time comes to the last day. They will arrive in England in a day. They learn it from Anna. They've actually been taken by Dracula as food for the voyage. Now the destination is about to arrive. The entire ship will be killed by Dracula, leaving only Anna as Dracula's ration. Several people discuss dealing with Dracula. Prepare to lead him into the ship. Then the boat is hewn, bury Dracula in the sea, and then the crowd left in lifeboats. The plan is beautiful, but reality is skinny. Time comes tonight. The British coastline can already be seen. Just as everyone was getting ready, a mist surrounded the ship, blocking their view. Dracula emerges from the darkness, hovering over the ship. A few people haven't checked it carefully yet. A sailor was killed first. Then the doctor and Dracula had a head-on encounter. Fell into the cabin by Dracula. The doctor ran for his life. Dracula is in hot pursuit. Seeing Dracula successfully inducted into the first mate, lift the axe and prepare to shovel the boat upside down. Didn't expect Dracula to break open the cabin, brutally kill the first mate. The doctor arrives. Pull out the axe and look for Dracula. Now Dracula has sent the captain away. When the doctor arrives, the captain is dying. The doctor taunted Dracula loudly. No one can stand ridicule, not to mention vampires. Dracula appears before the doctor, knocked the doctor to the ground, trying to send the doctor away. Anna shot Dracula in the back. Dracula turned around and rushed towards Anna, shoot the gun out of his hand. Then he bit Anna. Fortunately, the doctor still has the ability to move, and stabbed Dracula in the back. Dracula was furious. When the two tried to escape, Dracula grabbed the doctor. The doctor is about to be sent away. Anna cuts the rope in time. The mast hit Dracula hard. Take this opportunity. The two successfully jumped into the sea to escape. Eventually the ship hit the rocks, stuck in a port. Dracula obviously didn't die that easily. On the other hand, the doctor and Anna survived. But Anna has been infected. The sun has risen. After the doctor leaves, Anna looked calm. She ended her own miserable life calmly. The last voyage of the Demeter. Only the doctor survived. He didn't want it to end there. According to the address of the manifest, he came to the habitat Dracula was looking for in England. Obviously, the story is for a sequel, but the plot logic of the first one is not excellent. I'll sort it out briefly. After Dracula devastated Anna's village, want to come to the UK for development, so they hired ships to transport themselves to England. The people he hires are the rations he prepares for himself, and he will also have a new story in the UK. Okay, that's it for this issue. See you next time.